at it again. And I hope everybody is doing amazing on tonight. I hope everybody is loving on the people that love on them. I just hope everybody is in a good mood. I hope everybody is in a good space. So y'all see the topic. Words are powerful. If you are listening to this, go ahead and hit that share button for your home skillet. I sure would appreciate it. I missed y'all. And I love y'all. I'm not going to be before you guys very long. Words are powerful, right? Again, if you are listening to this, go ahead and hit that share button for your home skillet. Words are powerful. So what is words? Technically, we all use them all the time, right? What is an actual word? A word is a element, a meaningful element that is used to articulate what you're trying to say and form sentences. That's just the gist of it. But what caught my attention was it was a meaningful element. When I looked up the definition, it's a meaningful element. That tells me right there that words hold power. When you are expressing yourself, you use words, of course. Some people use body languages, but more or less people are using words, right? Words have a direct effect on the person that you're trying to communicate with. Even if you're reading something, if you read something bad, it's going to make you feel bad, especially if you're reading bad news. If you're reading something good, it's going to make you feel good. So words are a meaningful element of your speech, and they hold more power than I think most people can think they do. My mom used to always say, if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. And as I get older, I realize what she meant. She was actually getting me prepared to say, don't speak negative volume, don't speak negative frequencies into the atmosphere if you don't have anything good to say. Don't say anything about anybody if that's not good. If you got some bad thoughts that's going on about somebody, just keep it to yourself. All right? Keep it to yourself. Biblical. Life and death is in the power of the tongue, right? So you could speak life into somebody, but you could also speak death upon them too. So it's very important in regards to what words you actually use when you're trying to communicate or express the way that you feel. Words are linked. I did some study, I did some research, and words are linked to PTSD, anxiety, and depression. When we're speaking and we're talking to our kids and we're with our kids and you're always telling them that they're not going to be this or they're not going to be that, 9 times out of 10, they're going to think they're not going to be that because you have spoke that into their life. That's what you have said to them. So they believe it. When you speak positive things to people, even when they're low vibrational, it gives them the hope and the encouragement that they need to get on that level to reach their goals or reach whatever they're trying to do. Because words are elements and elements are important, they are powerful. So watch what you say. Watch what you say to your kids, your coworkers, your friends, just people on the street. Watch what you are saying. Watch what comes out of your mouth because it's very important. A lot of childhood traumas and bad relationships are the reason why it's trauma from bad relationships or childhood trauma. Again, if you are in a relationship and they are telling you, you're not worthy, you're never going to be this, you're never going to be that, you're going to start thinking that way. You're going to be like, dang, is they right? Am I not the person I thought I was? Or am I a bad person? You're going to start thinking that about yourself because, again, those are elements. Words are very important elements to your growth. Words are very important elements to your foundation. So if you are hearing from a spouse or from a parent or, a role model that you're not going to be anything or you're not going to be successful or you're not worthy, so to speak, then that's what you're going to think. Words change our perception involuntarily, right? So we're not asking to be called dumb or stupid or anything like that. We're not asking that. But words change our perception, and it makes us believe that we are. When somebody is speaking to you, the way our body works, the way our biological body works, it goes into the cortex. And the cortex is where your memory is, where your thought process is, where your problem solving is, your self-esteem is. So that's the cortex. So when people speak words or say things to you, that's where it enters at. And then it processes. I think of a hamster wheel. It starts to process. So if somebody is speaking negative words into you all the time, your cortex, which is your thought process, is going to actually believe that those things are true after a while, until you eliminate yourself from that environment. Hopefully you will. If you don't, your cortex starts to develop a hormone that is stress and depression. The childhood memories and the childhood trauma is creeping up because you remember when your mom or your dad said you wasn't anything, or you remember when your spouse that you were in an abusive relationship said that you wasn't going to amount to nothing. So now it's all coming up to the forefront. Even though you got yourself out of that environment, the words is still lingering into your cortex because that's what you thought at that point. So at that point, you need to find a way to kind of clear that mess out, clear it out. And I'll give you that at the end of this segment or what have you. But that is how the process goes. When somebody is speaking negative into your life, it goes into your cortex, your thought process, your problem solving, and you start to believe it. And that comes with adolescents and with adults. Then you develop a situational stress, which allows you to not be able to process the good and the bad that's being told to you. And then that's when you start thinking, is this who I am? Or is they lying? 9 times out of 10 they lying because you're a good person. Or I hope you're a good person. I'm trying to be good, right?